Hey guys, welcome to vlog number 102. It is I'm Glad My Mom Died by Jennette McCurdy. Here's the cover. We all know Jennette McCurdy from iCarly. It was an early 2000 Nickelodeon show. So Jennette McCurdy was 6 years old when she had her first acting audition. Her mother's dream was for her only daughter to become a star, and Jennette would do anything to make her mom happy. So she went along with what mom called calorie restrictions, eating little, weighing herself 5 times a day. She endured extreme at-home makeovers while her mom chitted, your eyelashes are invisible, okay? You think Dakota Fanning doesn't tint hers? I guess she was a famous actress in the late 90s, early 2000s. She also was forced to share her diaries, her email, her entire salary. In the story, Jennette recounts all the unflinching details, just as she chronicles in what happens when the dream finally does come true. She was cast in the new Nickelodeon series called iCarly. She is thrust into fame, though her mom was ecstatic, emailing fan club moderators and getting on the first name basis with paparazzi. They kept calling her Hey Gail because that's her character in iCarly. Jennette is riddled with anxiety, shame, and self-loathing, which manifests into eating disorders, addictions, and a series of unhealthy relationships. These issues only get worse when she is soon after taking the lead on the iCarly spin-off show, Sam and Cat, along with Ariana Grande. Her mother dies of cancer, like simultaneously. Jennette embarks on recovery, decides to be for the first time in her life, and she decides to do what she wants when she wants it without her mom always being there. I'm told with refreshing candor and dark humor. I'm Glad My Mom Died is an inspiring story of resilience, independence, and joy of shampooing your own hair. So I rated this a 5 out of 5. This book also came out like just around the same time as Quiet on the Set, The Dark Side, which was about Dan Snyder, who was a big producer of Nickelodeon, who essentially was being accused of sexually assaulting various actors and actresses on Nickelodeon sets. And then they're also accusing Brian Peck of the same thing, who essentially was a sex offender. And let me see who was on the show. Like, for instance, one big person that came out due to this documentary was Drake Bell from Drake and Josh. He reported that he was sexually assaulted by Brian Peck, who is no relation to Josh Peck, like same last name but not related. So it says here that he was also getting accused from James Marston, Kimmy Robertson. There was also like Amanda Bynes, but Amanda Bynes refused to talk about it. She wanted nothing to do with anything. Um, I think like there was a lot of people that were essentially they were like stimulating, like these were also the people that might have been sexually assaulted. Like Ariana Grande was one, Amanda Bynes was another one. Let's see. Drake Bell. There's a whole bunch of there's a whole bunch of people in the show that were in like all that and all that stuff. But the point is, Jennette McCurdy, this book came out around the same time as this documentary came out. Trying to see if there's any Katarina Johnson, Shane Lyons, Ray Kelly, Alexa Nichols, Kylie Sullivan. There's a whole bunch of them. But I actually like back to the book. I actually enjoyed reading this book. I don't really remember. I don't think I've ever watched iCarly. If I did, it was like bits and pieces of it. I also don't remember who Jennette McCurdy was. Again, I don't remember watching iCarly, so I assume I didn't know who Jennette McCurdy was. But I did enjoy reading this book. I think I read this book in like a day. Like, yeah, I think I read it, and I've only documented 3 parts of this book, which is really rare. Like, I either don't or I over document. But yeah, there was a part where I even documented Brian Peck. Like, Brian Peck from the same person as that documentary. See, it says here, I didn't know any better. I'd say my bent energy is what was rubbing off on everyone around me, bringing on the set vibes down to miserable slump. It's been lately. Do I know it's better? I know the real reason. The creator has gotten in trouble from the network accusing of his emotional abuse. I feel like it's been a long time coming, and it should have happened sooner. I appreciate the amount of trouble he's gotten in. It wasn't just a slap on the wrist sort of thing. It's to the point where he is no longer allowed to be on set with any actors, which makes communication in better takes complicated. So, and then the creator sits in a small cave-like room off to the side of a sound stage, surrounded by piles of her cold cuts, his favorite snacks, and Kids' Choice Rules blimps. So I'm assuming that's about Brian Peck, because again, Brian Peck was a famous producer from Nickelodeon. I actually feel sorry for Jennette McCurdy. She actually quit acting. I think she went to like journalism kind of thing. But yeah, I actually feel bad. A lot of it was also her trauma was from her mom, this eating disorder and stuff like that. But yeah, I highly recommend this book. I actually enjoyed it a lot. Alright, see you guys soon for the next vlog. I'm going to start the next vlog with the series. It will be the Bridgerton series next. But see you guys soon. Bye.